Hey you all, if you want to see why my Hotpoint dishwasher was not working, no lights, although I had power to the dishwasher, nothing would work. So my wife, she said, hey, I'm tired of washing these dishes by hand. So I've been a technician for 50 years, not a dishwasher technician, but I've checked every other kind of circuit there is on the planet, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to show you in this video how I repaired the problem and saved myself a big charge, not having to call in a technician or buying a new dishwasher. So this is going to be about a Hotpoint dishwasher. All right, you all, this is a Hotpoint dishwasher. You can see right there on the front of that. This thing is not 3 years old, okay? It's just a simple dishwasher. It's got your start, and you got 3 different cycles there that you can push. If you want to know where the model number and the serial number is, it's on the left-hand side after you open the door, okay? So here is what was happening. After a couple of years, my wife would say she loaded the dishwasher. She would shut the door, start the cycle, and come back later, and it would stop, and it hadn't been, and the dishes wasn't washed. So being a technician for about 50 years, I decided that I would check this out. So the very first thing that you check, you all, is this switch right here, where when you shut the door, you've got a switch in there that gets made that tells this machine that the door's shut. If this switch is bad, then the thing's not going to wash. That's one of the first things you check. All right, so before you check that, you go and turn the power off of your machine. All right, so this scenario on this one, once I started looking at it, was we had no power whatsoever on the machine. When you push the start button, nothing obviously happened. So I checked the power at the bottom to make sure that we had power, from the breaker to the machine, made sure that was wired up. I checked the switch, and then I got online and started looking at some of the blogs where people were talking about some of these machines. They said either the switch is bad up here, and this is not going to work, of course, or the control panel itself is bad on the inside of the door. But I got to checking right down here on the corner of the machine, right there. Turn the light back on so you all can see that. So I got to looking at this. And I could see where that cable had a nick in it. Well, that sheath is covering your wires up underneath the machine right there. So I actually had to cut into the sheath and find the broken wire, pull the broken wire back out, solder it back together, and then tape it up. And you can see that repair right there where I did that. See that? So that's all there is to it. All right, you can see the wiring harness. You can see where the main wire comes in, and then you can see where that wiring harness. I think I can give you all a shot of that. Well, anyway, on the right-hand side of the screen there, you can see where I made the repair. That was the problem. Every time you open and close the door of this particular model, you can see that wire moves. And one of the wires inside the wiring harness was broken, okay? So let me give you the model number to this thing so that you won't have to toss and get a new or call a technician to repair your dishwasher. All right, you all, this is this particular model. Right there is your model number and serial number on the left-hand side. There it is again. And on the right-hand side, right corner of the machine is where I made the repair.